This area of Old Delhi is a cook's dream. It's called Karaboli, and it's home of Asia's largest spice market. Welcome back to Vital Signs. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta. The sights, the smells here, they're very distinctive. I gotta tell you, in many ways, they remind me of home and my mom's kitchen. What we're starting to learn is that a lot of these spices have significant health benefits. You can find just about any spice in the world here. There's one that I want to focus on. It's called turmeric, as you see here. It has that distinctive yellow color and certainly that distinctive flavor as well. Ye turmeric kitna hai ye? Ye turmeric kitna hai? Ye kitna hai ye turmeric? 80 rupees per kg. 80 rupees. Half kg? Adha kg? You know, for a long time, ancient traditional healers have looked at turmeric and used it for its anti-inflammatory properties. They've used it to ward off arthritis, for example. They've also used it for lots of other things. What we're starting to learn is that modern medicine is catching up. They're using it to lower cholesterol, for example, and they're also understanding that it has significant antioxidant properties. Those antioxidant properties may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. If you look across India, it has one of the lowest risks of Alzheimer's anywhere in the world. Just 5% of people over the age of 60 have Alzheimer's. Scientists believe it's the diet, rich in turmeric, that might be responsible. I have to tell you, this turmeric is a staple of Indian cooking. It's present in just about everything, in soups and curries, in meat dishes. The average Indian eats it with just about every meal. We calculated about a gram a day. And here's the thing, scientists believe there's a compound in turmeric that could clean up or dissolve some of these plaques that are related to Alzheimer's disease. Well, this is a familiar sight in Delhi. Throngs of people, a sort of crush of human, animal, and motor traffic. India is the second most populous country in the world, with a population over just 1 billion people. And there's something unique that researchers have recently discovered about this population of Indians. About 4% of them carry a gene. If they have it, they're almost guaranteed to have heart disease. That's 1 in 25 of all these people all around me. And most of them don't even know they have it. At the Radhashyam Mandir temple in the small Indian town of Sonipat, Panditji pays respect to the deities of his Hindu Orthodox tradition. Living the ascetic life of a priest, one might be surprised to learn he shares an affliction increasingly common among Indians. Panditji tells me about the day 3 years ago when a heart attack struck him without warning. A culture which traditionally frowns upon smoking and embraces the idea of a vegetarian diet, India seems devoid of many classic risk factors for heart disease. But it's quickly and quietly becoming ground zero for the world's leading cause of death. Researchers say the country will likely account for 60% of heart disease anywhere, everywhere, by 2010. For years we've known that the Indian population seemed predisposed to heart disease, but always missing was the why, until now. Just this January, a groundbreaking study in Nature Genetics. A team of international researchers found that 1 in 25 Indians carry a genetic mutation which raises the risk of heart disease. 1% of the world's population carries this mutation, and in India, the mutation reaches a frequency of 4%. What's striking is that the mutation is virtually restricted to people from the Indian subcontinent, and that it almost guarantees the development of heart problems. The mutation leads to the formation of an abnormal protein, resulting often in cardiomyopathy, a disease causing deterioration of the heart muscle. Before I left for India, I was curious about my own chances for carrying this mutation. I was able to be tested at Emory University, where I serve on the faculty. This looks pretty nice, right? Nice room. Researchers say people of Indian ancestry can test positive. My family has a history of heart problems. My results?
So the results here essentially show that Dr. Gupta is negative for the mutation for the heart failure gene.
It didn't escape me that I'm lucky on several counts. I don't have the genetic predisposition for heart disease, and I have access to a sophisticated battery of genetic testing equipment to find that out. But it's no surprise most Indians don't know they're carrying the mutation, because access to testing is still not readily available. Back in New Delhi, I board a public city bus with cardiologist Dr. Praveen Chandra.
Do you think that people should get tested for this gene? Is there an advantage being
Right now we don't know because we don't know as to how to treat this gene. So this information is really very preliminary, and as to the real impact on the population or on the people, we still do not know.
They say that by the year 2010, 60% of the heart disease burden will be right here, among all the people we're riding this bus with. What do you do about that as a cardiologist?
Yeah, as a cardiologist, what we do is we can't do really population-based measures, but what we're doing is we go out to the community. We go and hold regular checkup camps. We teach them as to what to eat.
We are just 70 kilometers away from New Delhi now. It's just 70 kilometers, but I can tell you it feels like an entirely different world. Everything is different here. It's really remarkable. And this is Haryana, which is one of the largest states in India. But one of the things that really struck me, according to doctors who we talked to, there's only 10 to 12 cardiologists for this entire population. But I don't want you to think that all hope is lost. Even as we were walking down this dusty street, a glimmer of hope. We saw this, an angiography and angioplasty suite.
Batra Heart Care Center is tiny, only one major operating room. But embedded within this modest facility, we found state-of-the-art medical equipment for detecting and treating coronary artery disease. 8 years ago, it was the first cardiac catheterization lab in the entire state of Haryana. Now there are 4. Heart care challenges remain in India. So too do ancient ways of life and ritual. And for the first time, at least the why of the Indian heart disease mystery has been answered.
And that's our look around the world at news vital to your health. We thought we'd close the show with a beautiful shot of the sun setting. Behind me there is the Prime Minister's offices, and behind that, the Presidential Palace. Incidentally, the Presidential Palace is the largest residence of any head of state in the world. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, watching Vital Signs.